Hello.
We're here.
Okay.
You're talking to John Harris.
Hello, John.
Music News at 9.
Yes.
Now, I was talking to Robin Jones the other day.
Yes.
And he was talking about KM playing with Nina Simone.
Yes.
And I think there's some few facts that need clarifying. But which band was asked to play with Nina Simone? But
Well,
tell me a bit more about those early days.
we did. Pete King sort of asked me, and I don't know if Robin did do some before us.
Right.
But we did, as far as I know, when it started, we did all 13 weeks with over about 2 years.
Right.
So, but
Good old days.
he might have done the first one. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know in the end that it was.
So how did it work in those days? It was a kind of a band leader, because different members of the band played with different people, or
Well,
how did it work?
well, of course, I mean, there was a few little kind of combinations of musicians that used to go around. Robin had King Salsa, there was Cayenne, there was still Gonzalez, and then the Mark Parnell was in a band called the Inversions with Steve Gregory. And of course there was Jim and Dick with their thing, and that's Chris Fletcher, who played percussion with Cayenne.
Right.
Who else? I think that I don't remember anybody else particularly then. But of course the original kind of bands was Paz, who played at the Kensington on Sunday nights all the way through to the late 60s. You know, Jeff Castle, who's still around, and Dick Crouch, who passed ages ago. But I played with Lowell Coxhill, who, funny enough, I went to see. I mean, Lowell Coxhill's an extraordinary sort of weird sort of player to have, but he fitted in really well with that band right at the beginning. And they had Ray Worley, I think, as well, who I don't think Ray actually did our band, but he was going to play with us once. But that was the start of the kind of thing. Paz and Gonzalez, they had the big hit. And then one day, when I got this urge I needed to start a band, I asked Roy and Bud, and from Gonzalez, Gary Griffiths, who I knew, because when I lived in Camden, there was a pub on the end of our road that had a band, and Gary Griffiths and a guy who I've just got back in touch with, who's called Robert Burns, who lives in New Zealand now. He was on bass, and
So Dermot Levert, was he?
Durban didn't come along till much later. Dermot Levert, he's back in England now as well. Anyway, we played at the Royal Free Recreation Club, and that was the first gig. And John Etheridge, who was a friend of mine through the shop, because I had a music shop at the time, and we put this band together on Fleet Road in Hampstead, which is now a laundrette. We were there, from 74 to about 82, and that's where the band really started. I had a couple of Italian guys that I started with, but they'd gone by the time I actually put the original Cayenne together, which was probably about 78, 79.
Right. And all the way from those days, Friday night, you were playing at the Hideaway, in Streatham?
Oh, this Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently so, yeah. Yes.
When was the last time you played
I'll have
there?
to get my passport.
About a year ago, I think.
It was Easter last year, I think, before.
And the plan is to do a recording?
The plan is to record that, and the old social media things now, to get things out. But I'd like to do another proper track with the band. But it depends on the purpose of it, really. Anybody can make music now, but it's a question of why you want to do it and where you think there's a possibility of it.
But there's some old tapes somewhere. There's some old tapes of stuff you.
Must be lots of old tapes.
Lots of.
I've got a couple on my phone.
Never been put out there.
Not so much that, but there's a few that haven't been recorded. But there's certainly 2 tracks I've got that were on Acid Jazz, which were Pete In's label, the old bass clef, and Acid Jazz put them on compilations. And then of course we had the Roberto Who track, which funny enough is still kind of kicks. But
Well, I'm going to wrap this up because I know I'll be running out of tape soon.
Yeah, fine. Yeah.
Thanks for talking to me.
That's fine.
You're the line, and we'll see you on Friday night.
Definitely.
Hideaway.
Yeah, thank you.
Amen.